Action.
Alright, it is November something or other, 9 o'clock. I'm here with Neil Benson, interviewer, Marco DeKigis. I'd like to start off, please state your name and occupation. We already know your name.
Neil Benson, and at this point my occupation's artist.
An artist. So, could you elaborate a little bit more?
The specialty that I've carved out is called salvage art or trash art. It's art using secondhand materials taken from the trash stream, and it's involved with recycling and art at the same time.
And what you involved in any organization or?
A number of us started a group called the Dumpster Divers about 12 years ago. It's become a pretty popular social group. Through the Dumpster Divers, we've started a number of different side operations, one of which is a materials exchange called Please Take Materials Exchange, which we had running for over 2 years, and now it's been out of operation for 2 years, and now we're trying to start it up again, hopefully with the help of the city to reestablish a materials exchange, which is saving stuff from going to a landfill if it still has a use for community artists and educators. I tell people that the art part of it started about 10 years ago. Actually, after I started the Dumpster Divers, I found 4 typewriters in the same dumpster, and kept thinking, what can I do with these? And thought, oh, I'll make jewelry out of them, and I started making cufflinks and earrings, and they became very popular. And one day I woke up and realized that my art life had surpassed my previous 30-year career, which was news photography.
So you kind of take the refuse from the daily material activity of our society and juxtapose it in a new way to create something new.
I call myself
that
a
makes a
fisherman in
statement?
the trash stream.
Oh,
it's
your art
definitely
makes a statement on the nature of our society?
Oh, it's most certainly firmly rooted right in our culture. There's a political philosophy that you almost have to adopt in this field, which is that God, a civilization is a terrible thing to waste. Art can be, at its best, is the thin edge of the wedge of revolution. Picasso, Michelangelo, Da Vinci were all revolutionaries, trying to lead the way through art. It's very noble and very hard to attain, but that's something that I definitely ascribe to. I see a much higher purpose than paying the rent. It's best to educate, I think, is art's purpose, is to make people see things that they hadn't seen before. I believe that we need to completely rethink the concept of waste. There are certain societies on our planet now that do not have a word for trash, because the idea of throwing something away is not something that they think can be done, because there's no way. You can move things around, but unless you shoot something off into space, you're not getting rid of it, you're just moving it around. I think we need to address it so fundamentally as to look about that moving around process, and not just to think, well, we can just throw that out our door and it will go away. If you buy a car in Europe, the car has to be completely recyclable by law. They will not make any parts that cannot be reused, and that's something that's going to have to be done with every single object, because along with the population explosion, we also have a materials explosion. We also have a shortage of materials, ironically, at the same time. So as we're running out of things, we are also piling up things. And if they were the same things, that would be a closed loop, and that would be wonderful. And eventually they will be the same things. Metals will become metals, and dashboards will become new dashboards without having to melt them down. Yes, I definitely see myself as someone with a mission, and the mission is to get people to think a lot more than they are now about what they're doing to the planet, to themselves.